In June 2018, following a victory celebration in London, Ontario for Canada's gold medal-winning World Junior Hockey team, a disturbing incident emerged that would eventually shake the country's sporting community to its core. A young woman, identified as Eam, claimed she was sexually assaulted by multiple members of the team in a hotel room. During the early hours of June 19th, she stated that she was intoxicated, unable to consent, and pressured into sexual acts by up to 8 players throughout the night. At the time, the case was investigated by London police, but quietly closed in February 2019 without charges due to insufficient evidence. However, in 2022, the situation resurfaced when Eam filed a civil lawsuit against Hockey Canada, the Canadian Hockey League, and 8 unnamed players, seeking CAD $3.55 million in damages. The lawsuit was settled out of court by May 2022, a move that triggered national outrage, once it was revealed that the funds used for the settlement came from a reserve account maintained by Hockey Canada, one primarily funded by registration fees from youth hockey players. This revelation exposed that Hockey Canada had used this national equity fund to settle 21 sexual misconduct claims over the years, totaling nearly $9 million, without public disclosure. The fallout was immediate. Government funding was frozen, major sponsors pulled out, and Hockey Canada leadership, including its CEO and board, resigned. In February 2024, 5 former World Juniors players, Michael McLeod, Carter Hart, Dylan Dube, Cal Foote, and Alex Formanton, were formally charged with sexual assault, with McLeod facing an additional charge as a party to the offense. All pleaded not guilty. NHL teams distanced themselves from the accused, with players being placed on leave or not re-signed. Formanton, notably, did not return to pro hockey and reportedly took up a construction job. The highly anticipated trial began in April 2025, presided over by Justice Maria Carosia, and included extensive jury screening. The Crown presented digital evidence and witness testimony, including group chat messages suggesting coordinated involvement among the players. Eam testified in detail about the night, describing her intoxication, emotional distress, and inability to give consent. The defense argued that there were inconsistencies in her account, and that the sexual activity was consensual. The trial faced early setbacks, including a declared mistrial and several delays due to technical issues with video evidence presentation. After nearly 7 weeks of testimony, arguments, and legal wrangling, Justice Carosia announced that she would deliver her verdict on July 24, 2025. The case has grown far beyond the courtroom, becoming a national flashpoint for discussions on consent, abuse of power, and the toxic culture embedded in parts of Canadian sport. It has forced a critical examination of how institutions like Hockey Canada have historically protected reputations at the expense of justice. As the country waits for the verdict, many see it not only as a judgment on the individuals involved, but as a test of the system's willingness to hold its heroes accountable.